What is up, everybody? I hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday evening. Little late night dog walk. And guys, the Epstein case is exploding to the point where it's hard for me to keep up. Just 3 articles I saw today that I wasn't able to read all the way through. What's up, Chicago? How you doing, brother? Were put out by New York Mag, I believe the New York Times, not the Post, and then I just saw another one by the Daily Mail. Now, the New York Mag article, it looks like it has over 100 of his connections. Let me repeat that. The New York Mag article that I briefly breezed through looks like it has over 100 connections. Well laid out, by the way. Pictures, the associations to Epstein, etc., etc. Now, I just said the New York Times. I believe it's the Wall Street Journal. I'm sorry. See, I'm already misspeaking. The Wall Street Journal is talking about Epstein's deep financial ties to none other than, you guessed it, Wall Street. Hold on, let's shut that. Let's be a good man. Shut the bank door. Oh, flick off. Thank you so much, my brother. How are you doing, my friend? And then there's a new Daily Mail article where it's saying that Jeffrey Epstein actually took many of these women and he kind of hawked them off as assistants to other prominent men. What do I mean? Well, a couple years back when the Me Too thing was kind of exploding, Charlie Rose, everybody knows Charlie Rose, PBS, was he on CBS as well? But PBS had the Charlie Rose show forever. He kind of transitioned into mainline daytime talk for a while. But then allegations of what? Sexual misconduct came about Charlie Rose. A Bilderberg Group attendee, by the way, one of the elitists. And he just kind of disappeared. So now, I guess a representative for Charlie Rose is actually confirming that connection, that yes, indeed, Epstein did help find assistance. That's another one of these big time connections that these guys had, literally finding women, for this guy. So when I see this stuff, I just can only think that nobody's getting out. So everybody's name that was involved in this guy, good, bad, totally evil, somewhere in the middle, they're getting exposed. Period. They are getting exposed. And does that mean they're doing jail time? Nope. Does that mean they're going to lose their businesses? Nope. That means that we're going to find out things that are going to keep the alternative media, truth seekers busy for months and I believe years to come to try to derive some of this information and take down more of these criminals, because this is what that is. It's a criminal class. Let me repeat that, a criminal class. And I gotta tell you, as much as I love doing this, I'm also getting a little bit burnt out on this Epstein information. Let me give you an example. Last night when I did the Epstein 2.0 AMA, in the very beginning, I showed you the court docket system where you can get all of the court documents in the current Epstein case, right? Well, I also showed you all the court documents in the current Ghislaine Maxwell case versus Virginia Roberts Guthrie. What's up, Trev? Maybe I'll see you in a bit. Maybe like 15, 20. Yep, I'll see you then. All right. So anyway, when you look at this stuff, the Ghislaine Maxwell stuff, for instance, and it might be Ghislaine Maxwell. I know a lot of people have been trying to say it was Ghislaine Maxwell. It's not. I can promise you that. It is Ghislaine or Ghislaine. And we have court documents that came out today. Let me repeat that. We have court documents that came out today. All right, so if you look at those links and you see that, all of a sudden, a court case that had really no public view whatsoever has the most public view. Now, with the Epstein case, I've noticed a lot of them are downloadable for free. With the Ghislaine Maxwell case, you still have to make a Pacer account and pay for them. If they don't surface in the next couple of days, I'm going to bite the bullet. I'm going to create an account and I'm going to try to start buying those documents and doing that. But like I said, man, it's a lot of work. And although things are unraveling, it's a lot on my mind. For instance, today I did an hour with Richie Allen, the Richie Allen Show over in Europe, probably the biggest alternative media show over in that area. And it was a delight to do. He invited me back on. I can't wait. And even though I'm going to be out of town tomorrow, this is video number, I believe, 4 today. And I interviewed Johnny Vedmore today about Epstein's intelligence connections, especially to a certain businesswoman that you really need to look into, Nicole Junkerman. But, with Richie Allen, it was a lot broader. We did Epstein, we did the deep state, we did Trump, we did Iran especially. And tomorrow, just so everybody knows, you won't be video free, as I promised. I'm serious, 3 to 7 videos a day. No matter what, I'm going to find a way. And I broke that show up into 4 separate videos. So I think starting at like 6:30 a.m., you're going to get the first segment, 9 a.m., the second segment, what was it, 12:30 or 1? I think the fourth, and the last one at 4 p.m., something like that. But you'll get a full day of information tomorrow, I promise. And guys, I can only imagine what it's going to be like on Wednesday when I return on my birthday. On the old 40th, on the 40th birthday, we'll probably not only do a 40th birthday, ask me anything sometime in the day, we'll probably be just like going straight through this Epstein info. Now, there's also a Mint Press article everybody keeps sending me, and I have not gotten to dig through it, verify information. It's super interesting. It's by a journalist named Whitney Webb. And guys, I promise you, I'm going to contact Whitney Webb. She follows me on Twitter. And I plan on having her on, just like I had Johnny Vedmore on today, to explain the Nicole Junkerman IDF connection and how important that is and how this guy moved in all these circles. We even talked a little bit about Harvard University with Vedmore, among other things. Like I said, this thing delves into modeling agencies, universities, charities, intelligence networks, politics, big business, etc., etc., etc. This is the octopus. This is the Leviathan. This is the cabal that I have been talking about now for well over 15 years, whether people understand, okay? I don't get it, because when you see someone like Epstein, for instance, with all these connections, and now this passport from the 80s, and Vicky Ward saying that he worked for Adnan Khashoggi, the arms dealer. And then later on in life, you find out that Prince Andrew is the main arms dealer over in the UK, and he had a relationship with him. Isn't it weird how the arms trade, the drug trade, the sex trafficking trade all seem to be intertwined with one another? It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. And these are connections that we cannot ignore. We know that the Iran-Contra network never got taken down. We know that the cabal that actually pulled off 9/11 never got taken down. And here we are, only, what's today? It's the 22nd coming up, so what are we? We're less than 2 months away from the 18th anniversary of, an event that caused us to get behind the Forever Wars. And that's what these are. They're the Forever Wars. And unfortunately, because they are so blatantly the quote-unquote Forever Wars that we're not getting out of, that the military-industrial complex wants us embedded in every way, shape, or form, well, you got people like George Soros on the left and Charles Koch on the right teaming up together to be the new super best friends to stop the Forever Wars through their new think tank, the Quincy Institute. So I want a couple of billionaires who are supposed to be ideologically opposed, but they're not. They're both about globalism. They're both about total control. They're giving you different flavors, funding different flavors. They're not as odds like you think. Believe me, those two guys, those two billionaires, I got news for you, okay? They have a lot more in common with each other than with you or I ever, no matter what they say their political ideals and beliefs are. And that's just a fact. So when you have an institute like the Quincy Institute popping up, and these guys are gonna, give us the solutions on how we're gonna get out of these places, you can't trust them. And we've set ourselves up for it too. Huh, SIP's never closed. Interesting, ghost town today, guys. And that's fine. So, like I said, it's gonna be 4 videos tomorrow, starting at 6:30 a.m. They're gonna premiere, so you'll be able to chat with everybody, which is awesome. And I'll be back on the flip Wednesday on my 40th birthday. Hopefully, obviously we're gonna have to do Epstein, as there's so much more stuff out there right now. I'm tempted to go spend an hour and read this stuff and come back live to you, but I gotta be honest, I'm getting up at like 6:37 in the morning, and I'm taking the kids out to the water park. It's like my little vacation day with them. So I just like to get this stuff out of my head for a day, not focus on the darkness and try to focus on family and the light. And I know that a lot of you guys out there do the same thing. So once again, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed and you like this little walk and talk, we do a lot more than walk and talks here. We do big interviews, we do document deep dives, and we talk about subjects that are inherently important. Everything from Nexium, Epstein, to transhumanism and brain chips here at the Jason Burmis channel. So once again, I thank all of you guys. And if you can, I got a GoFundMe. I'll see you all on the flip side. Hey, thank you so much. Hey, Jason, you should do, quite frankly, pod down in New York City. Have him get at me. I'd love to do that. You know what? Before I go, I got one more thing. I'm also going to be doing Politics and Pints with the Jackman brothers coming up in the beginning of August, hopefully with Dylan Avery. We'll see. Kind of a loose change crew reunion interview. So that should be really exciting as well. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'll see you soon.